the buttons and elements from the 28 Lilac Lane line. I do have the Paws and Pets kit right here. That's what I'm going to be working with, but I got to set it aside because we got to do a little bit of prep. You see, I am trying my hand at ice resin, and I'm going to see about making myself a little pendant. So down at the craft store, I got myself, and I'm going to work on top of this white surface because this is a box that I can move. Once I lay my resin in here, I do not want to wiggle this. So putting this on top of this box means that I'm going to be able to move the entire box. I've poured my resin and it's sitting here. It looks very bubbly. I'm a little nervous about it, but it's clear and it looks like it's supposed to look. So we're going to charge ahead and go for this. This should be a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do first is lay a couple things down. Now my temptation was, of course, to put the little heart charm, but I'm thinking instead I will attach this next to. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put some little doodads in here. The way I'm going to do this, I'm going to pour some resin in here, not a lot, just a little bit. And if you want more tutorials for using the resin itself, what you'll want to do is over on YouTube, check out Ice Resin or resin tutorials. There are tons. Since I'm a newbie at this, I'll just tell you I poured it the way I've seen all the videos tell me to pour it on the instructions. And now we're going to hope that this works. So I poured my resin in there and I didn't even worry if it got to the edges or not because I'm going to be putting all of these things in. And then, now you could, if you had a little picture, you could put a little picture, do a little decoupage in here and put a little photo of your dog or cat. That could be a lot of fun. Me, I'm just going to play with the buttons and things. I'm going to be totally satisfied playing with some buttons. I think I'm going to add one of these glitter buttons. I'm just going to keep pressing things into here. And again, not worry at all about if everything is going perfectly, if things are working out as they should. I really don't know. We're really going to find out with this one. So continue back by adding more beads. My beads are spilling a little bit, but that's okay. I'll be able to scoop them up and put them back in the kit when I am finished. Now the instructions say I have about half an hour to work with this. It's been sitting out here for about 10 minutes as I worked up my nerve to actually go and stick stuff in it. So once I feel like it's fairly full of stuff, and I do, and I think that's going to be really, really pretty, I'm going to push on my button a little bit, and then I am going to pour a second layer of resin here over the top of everybody, including the button. And I'm going to try to be very slow and careful. I'm just barely letting it drizzle. And the reason I am doing that is because I don't want it to go flying over the edges. I do want it to dome up. I do want it to get beautiful and clear, and it is really bubbly. So time will tell, guys. Time will tell. We're gonna see what happens, and if this works or not, we're gonna find out. Okay, once that is poured, guys, here's the very hardest part of this project. We have to let that just set until it is completely done. We are a full 24 hours later, and my pendant, it is all set, and it's lovely, you guys. It's super it's really domed up. I really love it. There are a few spots where the beads, I can feel the texture of them. If I wanted, instructions do say that I could put another layer of resin over for another coating, but it's super smooth, so I know I got the mixture right. The only thing not right is there's some teeny tiny bubbles in here that I can see. You probably can't even see them on the video. That's my fault because the studio was not warm enough, and there's something called a heating lamp that I should have used to warm it up a little bit before I ever poured it. But guys, that's a learning thing, and this is my first resin pendant, so I am not going to stress it, especially since the little girl who wants her own little doggy pendant is not going to care. So to finish this off, I had mentioned I didn't want my doggy paw to be in the resin. What I am going to do is I put it on a big jump ring. This is my assortment of jump rings here. So since these charms are really, you know, great and ready for jewelry, put it in there, and then I'm putting it through here. You might notice I'm using 2 pairs of jewelry pliers to twist. I'm not pulling the jump ring apart, I'm twisting to open and close. And once you get it closed, if you want, if you need to, then you can try, if there's a little bit of a gap there, you can try squeezing it together. Whoops! if you don't have, I'm gonna have my husband do it because with my wrist the way it is right now, that's not gonna work so well. Now, if you don't like how it's sitting or you're thinking, okay, well, that's not exactly how I want it, I was picturing it a little differently, well, you can always just open it back up and take it out, try it a little different way, or even sometimes I like it with 2 jump rings. Sometimes 2 jump rings is better. Me, I love this. This is a perfect little necklace for a dog-loving little girl. We've got all kinds of little beads and fun things. I think next time I could even try adding in a picture, adding in a picture underneath all that resin that's been coated in a layer of something, you know, to protect it and to keep it the way it should be. But I've seen photos with resin over them, so we'll give that a try some other time. For now, though, I hope you have enjoyed my exploring of jewelry with some of the elements from this pet kit from 28 Lilac Lane. I will see you next time.